August 13th, 2020. Guys, you're looking at the National Hurricane Center's outlook, and what you're seeing, August the 13th, 2020. Guys, you're looking at the 5-day forecast from the National Hurricane Center. And we have something kind of new on the screen, and there's a 30% chance of cyclone formation off the coast of North Carolina in the next 5 days. And you can see it now on the satellite imaging, and we'll take a look at that. But what it looks like it's going to do is give you some rain in that area, guys, a couple hundred miles up and down the shore, and move out into the Atlantic. And we'll be keeping an eye on it, but because there's a front coming across the U.S. from the west to the east, or left to right in this image, more than likely this is a very correct prediction from them. Now, Josephine is a tropical storm at 45-mile-per-hour sustained winds. It's moving west-northwest at 14 knots or 16 miles an hour. Now, the west-northwest is key because it's starting to move. It's going to move north of the Windward Islands. It will not come into the Caribbean. And what's going to happen, the same front that's coming this way, that's going to push this tropical depression or whatever it becomes offshore, is going to catch Josephine and carry it into the Atlantic. Now, that's a great thing for the coastlines because you just went through a lot in that area. And it's a great thing for the planet because without doing devastation ashore, we're getting the cooling effect that helps us survive on this planet, especially during grand solar minimum when our shields are weak and you can get baked in a few minutes. The surface of the planet feels it, both the land and the oceans. So Josephine is doing her job in helping to cool the Atlantic. It pulls all that hot, warm air and moist air off the surface, pulls it into the upper atmosphere, cools it. And that is the air conditioning that keeps our planet from overheating. Let's look at the satellite imaging. Now, first, the wide Atlantic image. Now you've got a tropical storm, and it's not predicted to become more than a tropical storm. And it's going to move up and, again, be caught up in the system that's moving the formation just off the Carolina coast. Check it out. It's well-defined. It's small. It has shedded a lot of the outer sections of the storm. It's out in front of the Saharan dust cloud, not very much longer if you can see it here in this image. But again, this front coming that you see here, coming across the southeastern U.S., as well as a high-pressure system that's over the Atlantic that's going to move to the east and allow a path for the storm. I don't think it's going to come close to shore. And the main thing is going to be right now is some weather off the Atlantic coast. Let's look at this. And this system has kind of been easing up the east coast, a small rotation just offshore for a few days. But guys, just a quick heads up on this. I'm trying to finish up on some work, but tonight, within a few hours, I hope, I want to talk about Revelation 13 and 14 and the mark of the beast, how it relates to what we're seeing now and what you can expect. I think it's very informative. Of course, that's just my opinion. But watch for it. It will be titled The Mark of the Beast. Heads up. Be safe.